morning friends and welcome to Sher Khan's pre-market action. The biggest news is that the euro is now at a 12-year low, and that's what we have seen in the European markets yesterday. The stocks have rallied, the markets have rallied yesterday in the European markets, and we have seen the Germany markets was up almost around 2% in yesterday's trade. So a good move probably for the European markets based on the QE or the bond buying program, which is now suggested by the European Commission, and that has led to a good positive sentiment in the euro. But vis-a-vis that, we have seen a divergence policies in the US markets where there could possibly be a raise in the interest rates probably by before June, because the kind of the job data we have seen last Friday suggests that the economy is in a very strong foothold and would suggest a rate hike much sooner than what the markets are expecting, and that's what is raising the concerns in the US markets. And yesterday the Dow also corrected by around 25 odd points in the yesterday's trade, and that's what we have seen weaknesses in the US markets continuing. Currently the Asian markets are trading on a positive note, and as far as the Indian markets are concerned, what we have seen is that markets would be looking at the IIP numbers and the CPI numbers, which will be released today, and probably might turn out to be a good trigger for the markets overall going ahead. We have seen the markets correcting in the last couple of days, and the flows as far as the FIs are concerned have also turned negative. Yesterday also the FI flows were negative in the cash provision market to tune of around 444 odd crores, and the BIS is also negative to tune of around 338 odd crores in the cash provisional market. Going ahead, let's have a look at the overall trend in the market based on derivative analysis.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. The Indian benchmark indices ended the volatile day of trade on a flattish note. However, it started the day with a positive bias, ignoring the negative cues from the international markets. But it was trading in a wide range between 8,700 and 8,800. We have seen that Nifty has taken support at around 8730 odd levels, and from there it recovered quite sharply and made a high at around 8810 odd levels. But as we have seen, a huge option writing was seen in 8800 call option, due to which Nifty was unable to sustain at higher levels and finally ended the session at 8752 levels with a loss of 0.09%. In this period, we have seen that marginal short positions were built up in yesterday's trade as open interest is increased by 0.56% from 2 crore 67 lakhs to 2 crore 68 lakhs. Approximately 1.48 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty futures price decreased by approximately 7 to 8 rupees. Cost of carry increased by 15.56% from 12.63% to 14.60%. Also, Nifty futures premium increased from 48 points to 52 odd levels. On the options front, PCR is increased marginally by 1% from 0.94 to 0.95, which is clearly indicating that put option has seen good build-up in call option. In yesterday's trade, we have seen that put option has added around 15 lakh shares in open interest, whereas call option has added around 11 lakh shares in open interest. India VIX was down by 3%, 2.58%, and finally settled at 15.13%. In the options activity, we have seen that 8800 has added huge number of shares in open interest. It has added approximately 19.02% shares in open interest, followed by 8900 call option has added 8.71% shares in open interest. Also in the put option side, we have seen that 8700 has added marginal number of shares in open interest, but yesterday 8600, 8500 followed by 8400 has added huge number of shares in open interest. As we have seen that 8800 has having good number of shares in open interest in yesterday's trade, so this may act as a stiff resistance going forward. Until and unless we can see short covering in the 8800 call option, we cannot see market can move on upside. On bank period front, there is no security in bank period. Yesterday, FIs saw net price of 337.08 crore index futures. They were net buyers of 122.87 crore index options. They were net sellers of 297.02 crore in stock futures, and they were net sellers of 46.17 crore in stock options. Our 5-day CVF stands at 8,900. Lower range for the market would be 8,700, and higher range would be our VWAP 8,900. Currently, Singapore Nifty is up by 13.50 points, which is at 8768. We may see a flattish to positive start in Nifty futures today. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Let's have a look at some of the trading ideas for today. First and foremost, CESC is a long idea for today where regulators has approved the CESC's multi-year tariff plan for FY 2015-17, also allowed to revise the power purchase cost from its Haldia plant by 5% for its 600 megawatts. The regulator has approved a tariff of rupees 6.08 per unit for FY 2015, also approved a capex of rupees 2,440 crores for the period. The WBERC has also hiked the power purchase cost for CESC 600 megawatts Haldia plant to rupees 5.12 per unit from 4.85 per unit, which is positive for the company. So we recommend to go long on CESC with a stop loss of 581 for a target of 611 and 622 today. The other long idea for today is ICICI Bank, where the media report suggests that ICICI Bank is in talks to sell part of its stake in its insurance unit ICICI Prudential, Temasek Holdings and the Carmignac Jessen for around $300 million by March end. Based on the proposed deal, the ICICI Prudential life valuation comes around 37,200 crores, which is 50% premium to the consensus valuation. So we recommend to go long in ICICI Bank, the stop loss of 326 for target of 342 and 349. The insurance bill is likely to be tabled today and is likely to be approved. That is what the media report is suggesting. The insurance bill is likely to have a smooth ride in the Rajya Sabha, as Congress is likely to offer a helping hand to the government to pass the insurance bill in the Rajya Sabha on Thursday. So a final decision will be taken only in the morning when the Congress Working Committee meets. So we recommend to hold down probably if this insurance bill goes through. Good news for Max India, so we recommend to hold long on Max, stop loss of 454 for target of 477 and 486. On the other news update, Moody's has maintained a Baa3 rating for the stable outlook for India. The 10 networks, the board has approved raising FII investment limit to 74% vis-a-vis 49%. KST Energy is under scanner for encroaching land in Chhattisgarh. Crompton Greaves has bagged an order of 3.4 million pounds in the Saudi Arabia. Tea growers and plantation companies, a positive read-through is that the government of Assam has proposed a tea policy to ensure the superior quality of tea, setting up of the cold storage for the small tea growers in the state budget of 2015-16. This is a positive read-through for the tea companies such as McLeod Russell India, JCG and other tea companies. Banks can now reverse the provision on the NPA sold before Feb 2014, and also the government has allowed 7 PSU banks to raise capital from the market. On the other news, Allahabad Bank has got shareholders now to raise up to 500 crore via QIP. IIP numbers are likely to be released today. The growth numbers for January 2015 will be released today, and the consensus estimate stands at 0.7% vis-a-vis 1.7% in December 2014. February 2015 CPI data will also be out today, and the estimates is 5.23 vis-a-vis 5.11 that we have seen in Jan 2015. Stocks with positive bias for today: Allahabad Bank, DB's Lab and HCL Technologies. And stock with negative bias is IDFC, Aditya Birla Nuvo and Mindtree. From my investment perspective, with last name Chubro, Aditya Birla Nuvo, Tata Motors, DVR, Infosys and UltraTech remain positive stocks for investment. That's it, friends. Thanks and have a nice trading day.